Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Vakratunda Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mataji Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Ekadanta Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nirmata Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahodara Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nirmoha Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Gajanana Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Nirlobha Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Lambodara Namo Namaha.
Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let us all collectively bow down in front of Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini, and put ourselves into a bandhan. Let us hold our left hand towards Shri Mataji and place our right hand on the Mother Earth. And let us all take a collective prayer here. Shri Ganesha, I am going to be worthy of your attention. Please make me innocent so that I am in your attention. Shri Mother, you who are Shri Ganesha, please give me wisdom and discrimination. Shri Ganesha, please be kind and merciful and forgiving, that you manifest within ourselves. Let all these hypocritical things, all these conditionings, and all the wrong ideas we have, or all the wrong life we have had, just disappear like thin air. And let the beautiful moonlight of your soothing qualities of innocence be manifested through us. Jai Shri Mataji. Today I thought we could meditate on 4 different aspects of Shri Mataji. We will begin with a short meditation on the Mooladhara Chakra, Shri Ganesha, on the left side. And after we clear our Mooladhara and meditate on Shri Ganesha, we will have a quick meditation on Shri Kartikeya, which is the right Mooladhara. And incidentally, the talk that Mother has given on Shri Kartikeya, she's spoken about Shri Jesus Christ and Shri Kalki. So I've picked out really small talks, really short talks on all these 4 aspects. So Shri Ganesha, Shri Kartikeya, Shri Jesus and Shri Kalki. And I thought we could listen to each one of them and individually meditate on all 4 aspects together. So let us begin by clearing ourselves on the Mooladhara Chakra on Mother's advice.
Manifest Shri Ganesha, we have to do certain amount of tapasya. First, we have to say, when we sit for meditation, that I am going to be worthy of your appreciation. Make me humble, so that I am appreciated by you. And my only desire is to please. When you sit down in complete preparedness, meditating over your Mooladhara, putting your attention with absolute purity. Now you have my photograph before you, and you tell the photograph that Mother, you who are the Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, you give me wisdom and discretion. So attention at the Mooladhara Chakra which is actually below the sacrum bone. You put your right hand towards the photograph and left hand on the measurements. Now, this will tell you that your mind or your brain, which is full of confusion, which has no distinction, which is complicated, which does the same mistakes again and again, which does not understand how to cure the ills of bad thinking. All that can be cured if you put the right hand towards me and the left hand towards her. So in action, you do like that. Just try to enjoy your wisdom. And the greatest wisdom of Sri Ganesha was that he was surrendered to his mother, that's all, he's not bothered. And when you are surrendered, then you just understand that you give up your ego and superego to your mother to bother about it, and you live with your innocence. And to understand also in a very gross way, we can say to have Ganesha principle developed in you, you must eat things which are emitting Ganesha principle like the chana, found out the hazelnut. Then you can see that you should use a lot of these lemons. See, it's a good idea. All these give you a good Ganesha tattva. So all these things should be used, and there are many other things one can see that which help you to develop your Ganesha tattva. But the highest of all is to control your eyes, not to see anything that is tempting. So put your eyes on the ground. Just watch your eyes when another sex arrives or there. How do you look at that person? Breathe with lust. And if you understand that, then you will start clearing your eyes very well. Another thing is physically, you should try to do one or two exercises to be able to put yourself flat on the Mother Earth, because that helps. So before doing the meditation to Sri Ganesha, you must always do that exercise to loosen the muscles so that you touch the Mother Earth in a more flat way. It will help.
Let us all just put our attention on our Mooladhara chakra, as Shri Mataji has just advised. And let us pray with all our heart. Mother, you who are Shri Ganesha, please give us innocence and wisdom. And let us just meditate to please Shri Ganesha. So that he, with all his auspiciousness, can remove all the obstacles in the way of our spiritual growth and ascent. Shri Ganesha, please clear our left Mooladhara chakra. Let us bring our right hand in our lap and let us place our left hand on or towards the Mother Earth, and let us put attention on our right Mooladhara chakra. Which is the center of Shri Kartikeya. Let us listen to this small excerpt given by Shri Mataji on Shri Kartikeya.
In these 108 names, if you have noticed, they have shown that Kartikeya is the innocence that is acting on the right hand side in the Pingala. And that is also, it is very much related to prana. It gives you prana. Prana is the vital breath that we take, breathe in and breathe out. So it is related to the right side. Then also it is related to eternity, Ananta. Ananta is the snake or the Shesha, which is the brother of Vishnu. So it is he who is represented here as Kartikeya. He is called as Ananta. So he is the fire. He is the one who ignites within you the capacity to consume the force, also the capacity to command the people, and also the capacity to be a person full of brilliance. You see, an innocent person could be very brilliant. All these capacities are expressed in Kartikeya's Swarupa, in his state. Today, by worshipping Kartikeya, we have to know that Kartikeya is now awakened within us. And with that capacity, we have to fight. Ultimately, he is the Nishkalanka. He is the one who is the final. So, from Ganesha to Christ to Nishkalanka. These are the 3 stages into which the innocence has gone. From Ganesha to Kartikeya, and now to Christ. And from Christ to Nishkalanka. In the form of Nishkalanka, he is innocent, so there is no Kalanka, there is no spot on him, nothing. He is absolutely clean, immaculate. Plus, he is fiery. Plus, he has all the qualities of Ekadasha Rudra. Means the 11 qualities or the forces of Shiva, which can kill. So he has a capacity to kill and destroy, that is evil, and to give blessings and courage to his followers. This is the last incarnation, which is called as Kalaki. In normal words, you call it Kalaki, is actually Nishkalanka, in the white horse. So it is the Kartikeya who sits on the white horse. So how innocence grows within you now is up to the point of Kartikeya. This has been today done on this land, Jewish land as we call it, where Kartikeya is to be born within you, to be awakened within you. May God bless you.
Let us put our complete attention on our right Mooladhara. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Kartikeya, you are the valor the dynamism, and the destruction of all the negativity within me. Mother, please purify and strengthen my right Mooladhara. Please strengthen all the aspects of Shri Kartikeya within me. As Shri Mataji has mentioned, it is only the innocence that can destroy all the negativity. It is only the innocence which has the capacity to destroy the negativity, because it is always protected. As we follow this next aspect of innocence, let us bring our attention on our forehead, on Shri Jesus Christ. Who is also the incarnation of Shri Ganesha. Let us place our right hand on our forehead and our left hand in our lap. And let's pray with all our heart. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. And we can bring our right hand towards the back of our head, tilt our head backwards, and we can pray for forgiveness from the Divine for all the mistakes we may have done, knowingly or unknowingly. Mother, please forgive me for all the mistakes I may have done, knowingly or unknowingly. With complete attention on our Agya Chakra, on Shri Jesus Christ, let us listen to a small talk, a short talk given by Shri Mataji.
Life's work was very unique. The whole thing was a very unique thing. It was planned in such a manner. That he was to be born in a place. It was very humble. very humble. Because he came to teach us humility. The word teaching in the English language means telling about, talking about. But when I say teach, I mean create, to activate humility. Actually, he came on this earth, first of all, to create a space within us, at dark Chakra, by removing the hurdles of the ego. Hurdles of the ego. He had to talk of humility at that time. Because Romans were ruling, and they were very arrogant, very crude, uncouth, underdeveloped, we should say, not at all evolved. So this ego of Romans affected everyone whom they ruled. Because when you have somebody as an ideal before you, and always people see who dominates them, and which person becomes their ideal. So you start imbibing that kind of a character within yourself. In those circumstances, Christ was born. But he was not only born just for Romans or for anyone, but he was born for the whole world. Because ego had started growing in humanity at that time, and had developed quite a lot as far as the Romans were concerned. And that demarcated the way human beings were going on. So they had to be controlled first of all. And Christ had to come at a time where a balance. So the first thing that was said about Christ throughout in all these music and songs you have heard now is that peace on earth. He came to create peace on earth. That's only possible when you are in balance. First of all. Secondly, when you are realized. Both things should be. If only you get your realization and there is no balance in you, there cannot be. But peace never means in any way is a personality that receives, runs away from situations, escapes. It does not want to face the reality. Never meets them. Christ is pictured very differently from what he was. He was the strongest personality and the healthiest man. And he would not stand any nonsense. Nobody could take liberties with him. But he would not himself take liberties with him. Of course, nobody. Extremely compassionate, extremely kind, but very powerful. This is the balance. So he came on this earth to create peace within us. On this earth, there is no peace. Why? What's wrong? It's only the human beings are wrong. Within yourself. Who is violent? Human beings are violent to each other. Ego developed subtler ways and subtler ways. Then provocative ways started coming up also from the super ego. Sly methods from the super ego. The conflict started. And at that time, to overcome that conflict, best thing was create a space in Agya, in the center, in thoughtless awareness. That's how Christ had to come on this earth. The birth is very, very symbolic. Because he is nothing but Chaitanya, he is nothing but the word, as you call it, Logos. I don't know what all words you have got in language. The Shabda, as they call it, the Omkara. He was to be born in this way. Because he had no body. And the subtlest of subtle he had to be. Because the work was very subtle, sukshma. That's why he was born like that. It's very poetic to see him lying down in a manger. But look at it. Now see, a little child put in the manger, no comfort. And there be a comfort in a manger. Think like that. All the Christian nations are after their comforts. Aren't we? What we think is not comfortable, it should be comfortable. Christians should never seek comfort. That is one of the messages of Christ's birth. If they seek comfort, then they are away from Christ. Because he was born in a man. No comfort was provided for him. But that doesn't mean that you should assume some sort of a funny habitation. It doesn't mean that also. I mean, I have to tell the other side of it. Copying him is not the way. It's not the way by copying him that you will become Christ, but by imbibing his qualities within you. It's a very, very concrete thing I wanted to tell you today. It's nice to talk of Christ's birth, be happy about it, sing songs, go into a mood like that, but really I tell you, it's a very symbolic thing for all of us to know that he slept in a manger. What about Christ within us? You are not going to be happy with yourself, with your being, with your spirit, unless and until you create a manger of very soft tissue. You yourself, you are not going to enjoy it. You are creating a beautiful manger for Christ. To create the peace. Oh no. We have to be peaceful. To be peaceful, one has to be humble. This is the message of Christ. Humble. If you become humble, peace will come. Humble is a good word. I don't know if it explains what it means. Humble means not asking for your own comfort, but comfort of others. And Christ came on this earth to expand your present. So Christ, who is the present Christ, today, who is born in you, is to be. Is not the Christ of the Bible, but the Christ of your heart, which is born within you, is to be looked after. Bible is so symbolic that it will take years and years for people to understand. It's too symbolic for you. But at least you can understand it. But other human beings cannot. So one has to only understand through your own spirit. that is the Christ born within you. It must be looked after. May God bless you.
Shri Mataji, you who are Mary Jesus within us, you are the forgiveness, you are the truth, and you are the resurrection. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Mahavira within us, you have the capacity to overcome all the superego. Only you can give us freedom from all our conditionings. You are the one who can make us go beyond all our fears. You are the one who can grant us liberation. Only you are the one who can have the primordial superego, because that superego only belongs to God. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Buddha within us, only you have the capacity to overcome all the ego. Only you can take us beyond all the thoughts and all the doubts. You are the only one who can have the primordial ego, because that primordial ego only belongs to God. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Mahaganesha within us, you are the center of our vision, and only you can clear us of all our karmas. And finally, Shri Mataji, you are Shri Ekadash Rudra within us. You are the 11 destroying powers of Shri Shiva that are under the control of Christ, under the control of Shri Kartikeya. You are our faith in God. You are Shri Kalki, the last judgment. You are the final aspect of innocence, the immaculate, the clean. Shri Kalki. Let us listen to the final excerpt for today, where Shri Mataji talks about the final aspect of innocence, Shri Kalki and Shri Ekadash Rudras.
All these 7 centers are placed around this area called as the limbic. This is the limbic. Now, if you cut it, the brain, like this transverse section of the brain, you'll find it's like a lotus. You you can find it that there the marking is like a lotus opened out. And these 1,000 petals, as called, are like these. But the coloring is not all right. You people are so fond of these pastel colors, so they have used it, but we can say that this kind of 1,000 petal is there. Now it is said in the Bible that I will appear before you like tongues of flames. And these are, they all appear, but these are very large ones. And they appear as living flames in different colors, starting from one to another, and they are 1,000 in number. Now the doctors argue that they cannot be 1,000, they have to be 192. I mean, just imagine these foolish people to argue on that, but they do not know they are 1,000 in number, and they are placed here. But in the limbic area, all the 7 centers are surrounded. Like we have got now, you see from here, this is the Agya Chakra. Here, behind it, here at the back, just exactly at the back is the Mooladhara. Surrounding it is the Swadhisthana. Surrounding the Mooladhara is the Swadhisthana. If you are catching on Swadhisthana, you can feel it within yourself, the heaviness here. If you are catching, say you have diabetes, give an example. Diabetic people get blind after some time. They lose the power of the eyes because this thing oppresses the optic lobe, which is controlled by the Mooladhara chakra. We call it as back Agya, this portion at the back. So this is the Swadhisthana chakra here at the back. In the center here you find a bone, that's the Mooladhara, and around it is the Swadhisthana chakra. Then here is the Vishuddhi chakra, is the Virata, is the Vishuddhi chakra here. When you catch cold, you'll find you'll have a problem here. But if you apply something here, you'll feel better. And this is the Vishuddhi chakra, which is related to your throat, this one. Now, if you have problems with collectivity also, you might find a big block here. Now, at the back of it is the Nabi here, at the back. This Nabi has a left and a right side. As we have shown here, the left Nabi and the right Nabi. There are 2 left and right Nabi. I don't know if I've told you about that left-right Nabi. But I mean, you can find out from the book that there is left and right Nabi. So you have got a left and a right Nabi. And also, you sometimes feel the Nabi in here. Some people do feel who have problems with their gurus and things like that, you see. Then you feel it. But the whole void is here. And this void is called an Ekadasha Rupa. This void, the whole void. It goes like a ring round. And this ring is very important because this you get it from the void. If you go to a bad guru or someone, you get this. And this is the one that is of the rider. The rider, the one who has 11 powers of destruction, the one who is going to come to slash out. Then he is not going to give you any counsel, he is not going to redeem you, no realization. He will slash out those who are not realized, and he will emancipate the one who are realized. That's the last. That you don't ask just now. Give some time more to save more people, because he is not going to question anyone, he is not going to allow you any more time, and that will be the time of complete destruction of all the satanic forces. So that is the Ekadasha here. That collects because all these horrible gurus are here. These are the Ekadashas. And this is one thing is to be understood that one should get rid of this very easily.
As we have listened to Shri Mataji's talks on the 4 aspects of innocence, 4 aspects of the Immaculate, Shri Ganesha, Shri Kartikeya, Shri Jesus, and Shri Kalki, with all the 11 powers of Shri Ekadash Rudra. let us just meditate in silence and introspect within for just a couple of minutes before we finish today's meditation. So even though Shri Kalki is going to be the incarnation of Shri Vishnu, he will come with the innocence of Shri Ganesha and the destroying powers of Shri Kartikeya and Shri Jesus Christ. Immaculate and pure as Shri Ganesha. On that note, thank you so much for joining this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. We will finish off by bowing down in front of Shri Mataji, raising our Kundalini, putting ourselves into a bandhan, and we can listen to Shri Kartikeya Ashtakam. This is a small 4.5 minute composition by Shri Adi Shankaracharya in the praise of Shri Kartikeya. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead, and we will see you again tomorrow morning for another meditation. Jai Shri Mataji.
श्री कार्तिकेय अष्टकम्। हे स्वामीनाथ करुणाकर दीनबन्धो, श्री पार्वतीश मुख पंकज पद्मबन्धो, श्रीशादिदेव गणपूजित पादपद्म, वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम्। देवादिदेवनुत देवगणाधिनाथ, देवेन्द्रवन्द्य मृदुपङ्कज मञ्जुपाद, देवर्षि नारद मुनीन्द्र सुगीतकीर्ते, वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम्। नित्यान्नदान निरताखिल रोगहारिन्, तस्मात् प्रदान परिपूरित भक्तकाम, श्रुत्यागम प्रणव वाच्य निजस्वरूप, वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि पञ्चासुरेन्द्रपरिखण्डनशक्तिशूल पाशादिशस्त्रपरिमण्डितदिव्यपाणे श्रीकुण्डलीशधृततुण्डशिखीन्द्रवाह वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम् देवादिदेवरथमण्डलमध्यवेद्य देवेन्द्रपीठनगरं दृढचापहस्तम् शूरं निहत्य सुरकोटिभिरीड्यमान वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम् हारादिरत्नमणियुक्तकिरीटहार केयूरकुण्डललसत्कवचाभिराम हे वीरतारकजयामरवृन्दवन्द्य वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम् पञ्चाक्षरादिमनुमन्त्रितगाङ्गतोयैः पञ्चामृतैप्रमुदितेन्द्रमुखैर्मुनीन्द्रैः पट्टाभिषिक्तहरियुक्तपरासनाथ वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम् श्रीकार्तिकेय करुणामृतपूर्णदृष्ट्या कामादिरोगकलुषीकृतदुष्टचित्तम् भक्त्वा तु मामवकलाधरकान्तिकान्त्या वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलम्बम् फलश्रुतिः सुब्रह्मण्याष्टकं पुण्यं ये पठन्ति द्विजोत्तमाः ते सर्वे मुक्तिमायान्ति सुब्रह्मण्यप्रसादतः सुब्रह्मण्याष्टकमिदं प्रातरुत्थाय यः पठेत् कोटिजन्म कृतं पापं तत्क्षणादेव नश्यति साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you so much for joining this morning, and we will see you again at the same time tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful and a Sahaj day ahead. Jai Shri Mataji.